Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy, the one and only son of Tony. It's your boy Next Gen 720. I know I haven't been on in about 3 days. I got a bunch of videos that I've done that I'm gonna upload. Yeah, I've been working on, but I said let me get together right quick in the store. Just come rock out with you guys. Now listen to. I know what I've noticed. What I've learned, brother. What I've learned here, like doing YouTube. I have two type of viewers. I have viewers like you guys that just hopping in, like to come rock out with me and live. Then I got some joke. I got my data cap brothers who they can't do podcasts. They don't have the data work. The data cap shit be a little over. So you know what I mean. So I have to start putting out regular content for those guys. Also, so that's why I say I'm going to get about 2 videos a day. And then, of course, maybe I won't say a podcast show every day, but whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so working on that. New intro, a whole bunch of other stuff. But anyway, as you guys come in, I don't know how many people in here live. As you guys come in, you'd be so kind as to hit the like button, share it out. I got a few topics that I want to talk about today. Never know who's going to join in. Let me ask, am I live on my Discord? Make sure I'm on my Discord. Hold on. Make sure I'm on my Discord. Yeah, I'm on my Discord. So you never know. When I always say you never know who's going to pop in because they can just hop in. Those that I rock with, it is what it is. So, hold on 1 second. Black Friday is today, you know what I mean? Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to be in there to give you guys some shout outs. Just give me 1 second, as always. Give me 1 second. We'll talk to you guys. Before just wait me saying thank you. Before, I get things started.
All right, bye. You guys shut up. Yo, what's up, bro?
Oh, who? That's Alex. All right, so we coming in already. I said I didn't know who would drop by today. But what's going on, good brother?
I gotta show up, support my brother as always.
I appreciate it, man.
You know, man.
Hey, bro, listen, man. I see they got you in Twitter jail.
Yeah, the Xbox dudes, man, sensitive. They talk about Sony guys being sensitive. My God,
hey, bro, man. Hey, listen, man. I ain't lying, bro. Just in case I do opt out my contract next generation, I gotta build this thing anew, man. I don't listen, man. It's crazy, bro. Like, listen, that's crazy.
We gotta be better as a community. Period. You understand what I'm saying? It's not even aside from the gaming bullshit. We just gotta be better as a people. Like these clowns, like in their 30s, 40s, acting like bitch niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. Some whole ass shit that's going on down in the Twitter world. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, are you permanent banned or you just temporarily? How long?
It was a 12-hour. It was a 12-hour ban because it was my first time getting banned on Twitter. They said next time be 24, and then after that, you know how that goes.
So you back now?
Yeah, I'm back, but I'm trying to stay away from that shit because, like I said, I use that platform for other things.
Oh, I know for sure.
So the hate is real though. We got Xbox police.
I find out who told on you though.
Yeah,
I sent you the picture.
That was that guy then?
Yeah, who else? Yeah, Michael of Xbox.
I don't even want to make him famous. Like that's what niggas be doing that shit for the clout. You know what I'm saying? So,
hold on 1 second. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to be seeing you guys right now. Let's say what's up, man. But like I said, I got a few topics here today. Early reports are coming in. The PlayStation 4 is outselling the Xbox One 3-1. And most retailers, some places 4-1. We're going to talk about that also too. The lead producer of God of War is working on a more ambitious title, more bigger than God of War itself. We're going to talk about that. But hold on, let me give a shot. We can get a little ahead of myself, man. I got 3 thumbs downs already. Jesus Christ, it just started. I got over 100 jokers in here walking me. What's the like button for me, man? It costs you nothing. Hold on 1 second. Let me do my shout outs before I start today's show. Sue us to join with us right quick, man. Hold up.
But it's good though that the developer from Cory Barlog, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
The fact that he's taking a whole different approach to whatever game he's gonna come out with next. Mm-hmm. Instead of pumping out the same old shit. Like, yeah, this God of War was dope. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to give it a little bit of time before you see another God of War. Give me something new.
Okay, but even before, like I said, we can hop into that too. But hold on 1 second. Hold on. What's up, me? Shout out to I'm about to come in my chat now. I gotta give my shout outs first, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go in the chat myself. My bad. Let me send this again.
Let me see what's going on in the chat, man.
Yo, what up, chat? How's everybody doing? How was your Thanksgiving? Black Friday, everybody safe?
Man, we got Rafe the Emperor, Double Luke, Lil Red, what's up, man? Cake Batter, Tommy Jordan, Ice Queen Gaming, Skull Stomper, what's up, baby? Wilson, Wilson HSU, Akeem Wilson, Noel De Jesus. We gotta talk about my man too. Went to get on people Jesus and got gunned down and got arrowed down. We gotta talk about that too, man. you heard about it, my man over there, and went to the edge of the earth to introduce those indigenous people to Jesus Christ, and they killed them. We gotta talk about that too in the air. Overdone. Yeah, I've seen the article. Overdone. True story. My man Lionel Bolton. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, listen, that's my dude, man. He can bowl to the chat. My man, Jameer Dixon, Skull Stomper. Who else we got here? Shane Collins, shout out to you. SS9, what's up, good brother? I Sick Legend, TA, Overdone. I've been had skills. AP, the shooter, was good, bro. My brother Ancaster, what's going on, good brother? Alley Station. He said, Ancaster, shout out to my brother Alex. Yeah. 706
yes,
game. No, what's up? We on Discord. No, if you want to hop in. Nana Clip. Saber Reed, Paul G, what's up, baby? Clive K. I think I got Suspect Zero. Shout out to you, G. Junior, what's up to you? Zeus Davis, Ben Sanders. My man here, Silent Mind, King Vega. Should be holding there sometime by. Jeremiah Hobbs, shout out to you. I think I got everybody that I see so far. Clive K. Listen, man. If I shouted you out, do me a favor. Be so kind again. Hit the like button.
Hit that like button, man. Show love. Like I be telling people on my channel, like. People don't understand, like, the likes, even dislikes, it helps your channel out. And we're not asking for nothing when we say hit the like button. It just helps us, you know what I'm saying, as a brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all.
Content creators, like, we take out the time out of our schedule to pump our videos. You know what I'm saying? And we ask folks for y'all to hit the like button. That's all, bro.
Shout out to Lionel Bulch. He said, yo, we just sent, Baron got that PS4 too. We got to talk to Baron.
You know, Baron full of shit. He got that shit because he knew deep down in his heart he want to play all them bangers. Stop playing, Baron.
He said,
Lionel, dead bodies out here, man.
Hey, Lionel said he sent Baron that contract. They sent Baron the contract. He sent it back signed Pony for life.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Zeus, we're gonna shout out to everybody. If I missed you, I do apologize again. You'd be so kind. To hit the like button, share that we have some funny here today. Actually, hold on. Before I'm getting a little ahead of myself, hold on. We're gonna start off a little slow. Then we're gonna heat up and get into the topics. All right. Why do you want to say a little slow? Kid Smooth out there. That Kid Smooth about to fight another day or two. Now Kid Smooth about to fight Noah.
He just wasted his money on another Xbox. You seen that shit?
I don't know what that man. I don't watch this shit, nigga. I don't know what the hell going on with Smooth.
Nah. It was on Twitter. I don't watch that nigga shit neither. But I'm saying, his news. He had posted up a picture of a new Xbox. I guess it's in white now with the X. Is it white? Whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The white.
And he showed the new I guess a new colorway of the
he was selling Fallout
controller. Yeah, so he posted that. It's like, damn, you bought kill him in the chat. They're like, damn, you bought another Xbox? Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this guy, bro?
Hold on.
Just give Microsoft all your money.
Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
News.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna start the show with this. Okay, early reports. Okay, my man AP the shooter dropped something I didn't see and shot past me. Hold up. The three funnels that hit the dislike are Tim, Crap, and L Mega at the direction of Phil, MC Kraken. Man, the Kraken that was liking me a Phil put him on to do it probably so, man. But anyway, I didn't give you guys the expand your mind this week. But my fault. Post blood pressure and sugar was up. Actually, Post might still be in the hospital. I don't know. We gotta pray for Post. Post in the hospital, man.
She really is?
Yeah, man. Shit shot up this week, man.
Damn. Shout out to my dude Post, man.
Blood pressure and sugar, man. So that's why I didn't give you guys to expand your mind. But this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. And here says, so you guys might think I'm crazy. Look at your screen. All this is himself. I think I'm crazy in all this. He wrote in his last letter to his parents what I think is worth it to declare Jesus to these people. Now, my man here. Let me go to bring up the actual article. They have an island off of, what he says, they have an island, a few islands, but, over there by India, was actually illegal for you to visit there. One of the reasons that it's illegal for Westerners, whoever, to go there, which is modern people, because we can get these people sick. They've been cut off from civilization, some about 70 to 100,000 years. And we can just, get them sick, them coming in contact with us. That's one of the reasons that it's illegal to go there. And also, they're very violent. Very, very violent. So my man got off the boat with Bible in hand.
Oh man.
His cross, and he wanted to introduce him to Jesus, let him meet Jesus, and they returned the favor and showed him Jesus. But now listen, check it out. They said before he was killed by an isolated tribe on a remote Indian Ocean, John Allen Trill, a young American on a self-propelled mission to spread Christianity, revealed two things: that he was willing to die and that he was scared. You guys may think I'm crazy. No, Jesus Christ, part little Jesus Christ. So he was scared and he was ready to die. He was, spread the word of Jesus. Now, I ain't gonna lie, these black people, this Allen might be the smartest black people I know. My man, white dude hopped on that boat. White dude hopped on the boat with that Bible. And they crossed and said, you know what I mean? Hey, would you like to talk about Christ?
Yo, this is what I came on here for, to talk about Christ.
Hey, you came out. That shit is hilarious.
Hey, hold up, bro. Going to hell. Hey, one man hopped on the boat was like, hey, bro, we just talk about Christ today. They done his ass down.
Real talk, he the one going to hell.
Yeah, messing with them folks.
Yeah, bringing them diseases and stuff over to them folks.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, though. You know what I mean? It's illegal for us to even go there because all jokes aside, we can get them sick. You know what I mean? And I don't understand what people were trying to force their way of life upon other people. Leave them motherfuckers alone.
Well, they've been doing it for hundreds of years. Exactly.
Thousands of years and not bothering nobody. Caught up to the world. They ain't got no cell phones. They ain't got no social media. They ain't got shit. Now he out there, hop out that boat, Bible in hand with a cross in other. So when he want to teach you about Jesus Christ, they laid his ass down.
Hey, they chunked the spear straight in his ass. That's what happened.
Oh man, yo, I'm out of here.
Alex. Here's the thing, though. All right, so it's illegal. It's illegal to mess with them folks.
Yeah.
He paid a dude to take him over there, even though it was illegal. So everything he did was illegal.
Basically. He sacrificed himself.
Yeah. I mean,
he pulled out a Jesus move.
Listen, and this wasn't his first time, right? So it's more of a stunt gone wrong. Leave them folks alone.
Yo, see, you ain't shit, my nigga. Damn.
Wait, hold
nigga.
on.
Oh man.
Hey, listen. Real talk, I got no pity for somebody that did that, right? Because this guy could have killed, estimated 400, 500 of those people, right? Instantly, just by being there. He could have wiped them all out and nobody would have shed a tear.
Yeah.
He come over there with his spear and the good book. And they showed him what time it was. So they said, we seen your kind before. Nah, get out of here.
Yeah, we see what you did over there in Africa. We see what you did over there in North America.
We seen what you did around the world. Get out of here.
The wake up call.
Hey, yo, hold up. Shout out to my brother Stuart Stokes. He said, I seen little Timmy. Oh my God. Here I go. Listen. I will say this, right? The views of the panels of the chat did not reflect back on the panel. I just read the comments. I don't want any smoke. My man Stuart Stokes said, I seen little Timmy from the adaptive controller commercial at GameStop. He had traded in his Xbox for the Spider-Man PS4, but I asked him why. He said, I'm already crippled. I want to be a diabetic too. God damn. Hey, Stuart, you going straight to the leg five, bro. Hey, Stuart, you going straight to hell with that one, Stuart.
This nigga's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm already handicapped. I ain't trying to be a diabetic too. You going straight to the leg five for that one, bro. Yeah. Man. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you that, it is what it is. But getting into the other topics that I have for us today. Early reports are coming in that the PS4 is actually outselling the Xbox One 3-1 in most retail places, and some places even 5-1. If I'm not talking about bundles, if I'm not mistaken, the only somebody got the new sneakers on. Champ.
You got what? More sneakers on? Footsteps, right?
Happy birthday.
Well, I think you missed the Johnson.
Oh, you was house. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about?
Oh no, okay. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, so they're outselling them 3-1, and most at some places reported 5-1.
Are we surprised?
Well, I didn't know what bundles Microsoft had. They rocking out there with that Minecraft bundle versus the Spider-Man bundle. I don't know what the hell going on here, bro. Why would they even... Now, listen, real talk. Now, we'll get you guys' opinion. Now, I'm just sitting back and I'm thinking, like, is Microsoft not even trying to compete anymore? How could you put a 12-year-old game, again, Minecraft, about 12, 13 goddamn years old, bundle that with the Xbox One S, I guess a Spider-Man bundle? That's asinine. That is sheer lunacy.
Hey, they sending their system out to walk the plank of death.
Yeah.
Why would you send that system out there like that to get clobbered?
You know what it is, yo? Doesn't Minecraft have like bundles and stuff you could buy in the game?
They've been doing. Listen,
like
they've been doing the Minecraft bundle for the last 5 years.
I get it, but if you look at the greed, what they're trying to do is bundle that game in there and hope that people invest into that game, microtransactions, and make more money off of whatever they're trying to do. They're not really even thinking about the consumer; thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a bad move, man. I don't know what Microsoft doing, bro. Game Pass. They should do Game Pass that motherfucker, right? For like 2 months, 3 months.
Hey, bro, some real shit though, man. Like, listen, I always say this again. I used to make not fun of Nintendo. I say, man, I miss the days of Nintendo competing. I miss the days of Microsoft competing. Like, this is crazy. Listen, all that shit that came out on Minecraft bundle. God damn, dog. Phil don't give no fucks. He said that nigga's a double agent for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Double agent for sure.
Yeah, man. Join him. He said, most retail stores are reporting. Let's see. PS4 is outselling the Xbox One 3-1.
Yep.
3-1. And hold up. And God of War producer.
Yo, Z, take down that article, bro. You got that dude.
I'm sorry. God of War producer working on new game. Right. I had to put it on Facebook. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. One second. So anyway, I'm sorry. Now,
so this is the multiplayer we did right here, right? We doing right?
Multiplayer? Podcast?
What we doing? Multiplayer? This ain't it?
No, he's doing the show, man.
This ain't it, Chief?
This ain't it, Chief. Hey, no, if anything, the last show would have been the multiplayer. They roasted my man Post in the hospital now, man.
Oh yeah, that nigga beat down, yo.
Yeah, Post
beat the shit out that nigga.
They beat them legs.
Hey, Post in the hospital now. His blood pressure and the sugar was up, man.
Yo, we gotta start a pack, man. Get in this gym, get my man Post up right, man.
Yeah.
Let's do better. Post up, man.
Post up. Yeah, Post. So you post down right now, man.
Post down, y'all.
Yeah,
no more fried chitlins.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He said, hold on. See if somebody got something to check. You see it for me? I can't see it. AP the shooter. My man AP the shooter. He said, honestly, they're trying to kill it off for real. Talking about the Xbox division. I don't know. I just think I look at it like this, right? Is that and I said this again, is that they're making, and it's not talking about their money. They're making money off a diabetic diet, and they feel like why go out there and try or to spend money on moment. I look at it as a mistake because you need all the momentum you have to throw you into the next generation, and they really ending the generation on such a low note. You can say what you want about Nintendo, the Wii U, of course, bombed out. Or at least they closed out their generation with Mario Kart or whatever the case may be. They don't have any momentum moving forward. They're not even trying. Like, god damn, you know what I mean?
Hey, they count on them studios that they buy. They think that that everybody's hyped for them purchasing and investing in some studios, but that's only for the hardcore that's hyped for that. Most people want to see the actual games right now. But in the future it'll take care of itself. But I don't know. They're putting hopes and dreams against like Spider-Man and God of War, and they're gonna lose every time.
Well, shout out my brother Stuart Stokes. He said I also seen Barrington trying to roll little Timmy into the alley, something about smashing brothers. All I know is Father's Day Barry came back up with a black eye. Man, back with a black eye, his pants around his ankles. I know jokers is wild, man. Barry picked up a few things for Black eye. Did you guys get anything for Black Friday, or you didn't get anything?
Man, I'm staying home. I'm not trying to be out there with them folks going crazy.
I went last night.
What you pick up?
Yo, honestly, I'm gonna sound mad old right now. It is what it is. I just bought a bunch of. Yo, I went like for the curtains and the bed sheets and all that shit.
Oh man, so you went got some thermos?
Yeah, man.
House coat, some slippers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basic shit. I felt like an old dude yesterday. Like, you know, everything electronically is like, I already got it. Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't need it.
Nice.
But you know, other than that, I ain't go crazy. I bought a few sweaters and shit from the websites. I did most of my shopping online.
Let me ask you a question. As far as Black Friday, could that stuff now be? Is it the same deals online as it is in stores?
Well, some of them you have to like. You can see the deals on the phone, but a lot of them say in store only, so you have to go into the store. Like for instance, they had this what was it, Toshiba 50-inch 4K TV for like $129. Like the refresh rate on that shit got to be dog shit.
Well, that's a Walmart special right there.
That was actually a Best Buy.
I'm just saying, but you know, they should be having cheap parts and shit.
Yeah, they had, like I said, they had some good sales. This is like to things that I already have. You know what I mean? I don't need. You know what I mean? There wasn't nothing that blew my mind. I mean, they had a few iPads there for like $250, which was a great price for them. What was it, 9.7 ones? Those are great to have, you know. But other than that, it was like I said, if you're a person that doesn't have it like that all year round, you know what I mean? Black Friday is like.
That's what my man Neff been talking about is Black Friday. What Neff said he got? Neff said he bought a TV or some shit.
Oh, he got what?
Yeah, I don't know. Neff said he bought a TV. Was trying to get a TV or something for Black Friday.
Yeah, he said he was just getting a regular TV for his room, I think.
Oh, and that was it. Okay. But you know, man,
he finally stepping up to HD.
Oh, he's stupid. No, Neff
finally, right?
Neff had a TV. We had a fire, some shit. And shit that burned down. Who we got here? My man, German. What's it? Germanic. Well, Sony makes hardware. Microsoft makes software. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Microsoft, when it comes to software, that's what they do with pay per bill. Microsoft, I mean, Sony's a hardware company. You know what I mean? Also, no, I'm gonna get into something juicy. I mean, I was gonna say this for another show. I'm gonna talk about it now. While I got you guys here. So anyway, how can I put this out there without telling the source or what I got going on here? Let me find it. I got some juicy shit here from a Microsoft exec. Let me see. Let me go here. Hold on 1 second. Got some screenshots too. And I don't know. One is said Fable. Hold on, let me bring it up. 1 second. Hold up, bro. Man, we got here. Anyway, we bring up the actual the DMs. Hold on, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. Anytime I lose their job, let me get it together. I'm gonna read it first while I figure out how to show it. But anyway, it says, this is from this right here. Fuck, he doesn't work anymore. This right here is from Albert Pinello.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess Albert Pinello was talking to someone else today. You gotta be careful what you talk to, man. Talking to somebody else in the chat in the DMs, and they kind of leaked. Showed it with me. No, I ain't gonna do that. That's not be messy. Hold up. Let me get that off the screen. Wait, hold up. I ain't gonna do that. We got another conversation here, though. It says same is true that the initiative that think we're hiring is 600 people. This is crazy. It's crazy. It takes a ton of time and effort to get the right people, but it's worth it. Hold on. I got some DMs from Phil Spence. I got a whole bunch of juicy shit. I got the cash scroll over here, bro. Yeah, okay. I should have put the shit out because I wasn't even going to do it now because I was going to put it together on a collage and blur people's names out. But anyway, just take them over. I know my integrity is always in question, but I'm not lying. Anyway, it says, as far as next generation, it says we got our hands. Well, we'll never be the most. I'm sorry, we will never not be the most powerful in terms of hardware, and we're stacking a lineup. The storm is coming. It's coming from another Microsoft bigwig, and they're talking about their next generation console. Basically saying that when it comes to hardware again, which I kind of reported, but he's again doubling down on it. He said it doesn't matter when Sony launches or whatever, we can guarantee that we will indeed be the most powerful console next generation. Now I had some concept art here. Now I guess this is from Fable. Let me see if I get this on screen without getting nobody in trouble. I send it. Actually, no, what I do is I send it to you guys. Just don't show money. Just keep the name shit to yourself. Hold on. But anyway, so how do you feel about it? Yeah. How do you guys feel about the Microsoft being so confident and cocky, saying, "Hey, we're gonna have this hard"? Does it matter?
Where did you put it at?
Listen, it doesn't matter how much power they have. Nintendo Switch right now is outselling the Xbox. These guys are stuck back in the 2013, 2014 era. People have moved on. The industry's moved on. Right now, the games is what's selling. That's the one. That's what they're lacking. They can have the most powerful console. It doesn't really matter. Sony has never really had the most powerful console, bar this gen. But even then, after the first 2 years is over, Bloodborne came out and kicked PlayStation into overdrive. It was over. They got dusted. There was nothing they could do to stop that because they didn't have the quality and the caliber of studios that Sony have. And folks are when they're talking right now, they're acting like Sony's just sitting down on their hands, not beefing up their studios or not getting their major projects that they got. So Sony has been doing this. They just hadn't really advertised it. I mean, they have, but when Sony says, "Hey, we're hiring these people, or we created this new studio, or we got this game cooking," nobody really pays attention because that's what Sony's supposed to do. But Microsoft advertises it kind of like, yeah, we got this, we ready. But then you got Black Friday come, you got the holidays come, and then all you see is people go the other way. Yeah. So to tell you the truth, I think one reason they sent the S out there to die a lonely death with that Minecraft bundle is I think they're going to repurpose the S. They're going to take the internals, put it in that streaming platform that they're going to have, and they're just going to put that out there. That's going to be that. So they're not really wasting any hardware. Does that make sense?
And it's going to cut a lot of costs because of the Blu-ray.
Yeah, because they already got the stuff. The R&D is already there. They just got to make it smaller in a smaller platform and give you the stick, sell it to you for $100 or whatever. I don't understand right now why the S is not selling for $149, $139.
Right.
Nobody is going to buy that $200. So cut your losses now, gain a little bit momentum. But right now, you're going to have to ride the next year, 2 years out.
And I think they should have put them at like 100, 150 right now, just to get rid of the inventory. Because if you're talking about releasing this discless Xbox One S, and you're trying to phase out your S model right now, you know what I mean? You don't want to wait till later to bump those out, because then you're gonna have to really take a loss. Because I can see them going as low as selling things for like $90 just to get them out the stores. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at least try to make something off of it now, even if you're gonna take a little bit of a beating, cutting costs. I would just say at least get rid of it now, at least for like 150. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man.
As far as the S.
The S model, yeah. The X ain't going nowhere. The X, they should just keep it at $399. I don't see why they should go back up to $499.
Yeah, they'll be done to bump that thing back up to $499. To tell you the truth.
But I don't know. Your man MM2K just joined.
Moss,
I'm tired of this goddamn
Moss, what's up, Tom? What's up, Moss?
Pony PlayStation circle jerk. No, what's up, people?
What's going on, man?
Hey, look, man. No matter how you slice it, I don't care if you working for Phil. I don't care if you clipping his toenails like post up. I heard he got hit in the eye with one of his toenails. That's why in the hospital. The post up. This is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. Everywhere you go, I've been to a couple of Black Friday sales, and it's pure pandemonium for the PlayStation $199 bundle, and the Xbox bundles ain't moving, man.
All they got is the Minecraft joint.
They got the look. Here's the problem. Here's what's going on. Here's the problem. All right. There are actually good deals for Xbox bundles, but Xbox themselves are not advertising it. Like I just saw, if you get the app, slickdeals.net, Slick Deals app. I done seen Battlefield 5 bundles for $189. I've seen all types of crazy shit. But Microsoft ain't really pushing it. They went behind this Minecraft bundle thinking that's going to be his kit and caboodle. It's getting outperformed heavily, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that they care, which is bad. I think that they're like, we don't care about selling consoles this generation. We're just gearing up for next generation, and so be it. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta fight. You still gotta fight for that mind share in order to build that bridge for next generation, and that's what I think Microsoft is not understanding. That's the problem.
I wouldn't even say that, man. I would say it like this: if your next system is 2 years out, what are you going to do for those 2 years? You just can't tell people to. I don't know, man. They've made some bad marketing deals. They they got the marketing deal with Fallout 76. So when you see the X, you see Fallout 76 on the cover. You see that, you know, that bundle that they got for the X. And they chose the wrong game because now what? That game got bad publicity. Nobody wanted it. Right now that game is going for like $20. They wasted all the millions of dollars getting that deal. Yeah. It's like, damn. It's like Microsoft can't catch a break, bro.
They had to get something. Look, I'm gonna put it to you like this, Kratos. Even though Fallout is getting some bad press, I bet you if Sony had got the marketing rights, they make lemons out of lemons. I mean, they make lemonade out of lemons. Seriously.
Hold on, let me pay the bills. Like one shot of my brother against Stuart Stokes. It's a good thing Crap didn't take my bet on BGST. Like I said, you know, some early reports are coming in and being outsold 3-1. They say even 5-1 in some retailers. I couldn't be messy. I've seen some picks of those. Even like I'll talk about it a little bit here, but I'm gonna do a special. I'm trying to blur some of these people's names out or whatever. Make it a non-descriptive scan. Like you said, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Not that I give a fuck, but just not being messy. They was cool enough to share it with me. You know, these are personal DMs from certain people. I tell you, I know some people that know some people. You know what I mean? But anyway, so next generation. Phil was talking about, and one of these Phil talking that big bank take little bank. Phil like, what do you think we playing? We hiring over 600 people of the initiative, and just that and the other. So these things takes time. I mean, actually, he said, he was like, well, this is talking about playground. He said, same is true at the initial. I think he said, I think all up we are hiring 600 people this year is crazy. Takes a ton of time and effort to get the right people, but it's worth it. He's talking about because they had a big, hiring at Playground Games, and and the initiative is going to be, I said, over 600 people. And he's more talking about what they're bringing, I guess, to next generation. But I think it's dope. Next generation, he's basically saying, motherfuckers, we got one in the chamber for Sony, and we're going to lay their ass down. We're going to put these mangy motherfuckers down in the streets. Feel like they're talking that shit. Now, you're talking one DM, they got the world's most powerful console, again, another nuclear bomb. And with the shit they said they coming with from the initiative and Playground Games, they ain't playing no goddamn games out here in the streets. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think he just opened his man. You gotta tell us, bro. we need them IPs and now it's just to be rush games, and then people come to us later like, oh, but they rushed it. Listen, I want y'all to double down, take y'all time making the best games, and I hope all that money they spending makes sense later on. Because like I said, you spend all that bread in all these studios, and them shits don't bring nothing to the table. You're back to square one.
I think with the new IPs, look, the writing's on the wall. They're gonna come out with stuff. You're starting to see a shift even in the media. I was listening to Podcast Unlocked or whatever that shit is on IGN.
Fanboy.
I thought no. I thought it was BGST, man.
Listen, dumb people is just some fanboys. Bro, listen, your man Ryan McCaffrey is the biggest bot in the world, bro. What are you talking about?
He's supposedly a bot, but he's like the most critical. Bot. And them other cats that are on there, they don't even know what Xbox got coming out. You should have heard them talking about the X stuff at XO, man. It was pathetic, but they see something. I've seen there's other shows where I've seen them being positive, so they know something's coming down the pipe. Again, it don't matter what you got. In this industry, marketing is key, okay? Right. Like Sony was able to have their law at the beginning of the generation and make it sound and seem like a smart thing, where Microsoft just can't do that. They don't know how to put the shit on a platter. Like Z said, they want to have a good show. They just don't know how. But they better figure it out soon because you got Amazon and Google coming in the mix. So if you get your ass whooped on the console side and then you try to hit the 1 billion side and you get your ass whooped there, like what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They gotta figure it out.
Hold on. I think Roy want to hop in here. We're trying to get Lloyd to link to the Discord. Hold on.
He talking about check your Skype.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, bro.
Skype.
Yeah, we on MySpace, bro.
Last time I heard
hey, hold on. Hey, Moss, you got the link to the Discord? Hold on. Let me try to get the goddamn link.
Let me. Microsoft try to advertise shit, man.
Yeah, well, I ain't got. Hold on. Let me go. You got at the bottom here. Let me see.
Hold on.
Here's the thing: if they can't compete, they couldn't compete this year with the big blockbusters that Sony dropped. Mm-hmm. How the hell are they gonna survive next year?
Well,
when you got Death Stranding, That's finished. That's finished. They just polished it.
This generation is over. What are you talking about? They getting up for next generation. They're gonna beat the dog shit out of Sony.
That's momentum, Z. That's momentum. Sony is going out with a bang, right? They last 2 years, they going out with a bang. They killed it this year. They're gonna kill it next year, and that is pretty much.
We don't know.
I'm right now. Scariest part of right now, say going into next generation, is if that VR bundle they talking about, like if they're gonna force you to have like basically pay for the VR off the rip. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, people getting worked up, bro. That is.
No, I'm just saying that. I know they're not gonna do it, but I'm saying if they end up doing the Microsoft move, which is that dumb shit.
They're not gonna, bro. They're not gonna bundle because that's not a necessary item. You know, they would be dumb to pull a Kinect again. That is an accessory. They would not put that in the box. That's not to say that they wouldn't have a certain SKU out there that they try to bundle together, but they're definitely going to have your PS5. This is what you get, and you know, all the companies they have stuff where they can add in extra controllers or add them, you know, the VR, or add you know whatever, but. I do not think that they're going to do that. And I think that the misconception comes because they said that they're basically with the PS5, they're removing the VR box. You no longer need that because all the processing will be done inside the PlayStation because the PS5 is powerful enough to do that, whereas the PS4 is not powerful enough to do it. You need that converter box. You need that. So, but some people kind of misconstrued.
That would you know what I'm saying, my only gripe with them if Sony wants to take a back seat, that'd be my only gripe with them that they that will put them back to where Microsoft was 2013
if that's all they offered, that's a wrap.
So I mean, let me ask y'all a question. So what do y'all say? Because I heard a lot of people talk about this. So y'all think that it would be a bad thing for them to bundle VR in with the
to make that your only SKU. To make that the only SKU.
The rumor has it that the PlayStation 5 will have some elements of VR baked into it. So the headset won't cost us $400 from the rip. You know what I mean? You know the first one was $400. You know, and whatever as far as VR, I'm not talking about being in solid run. Maybe like the tracking or whatever the hell. Of course, they put it in the account, but to do that though, they're gonna have to offset that more or less from the pricing. You know, maybe the console may not be as powerful. As a competitor, we say with Microsoft bump the Kinect, you know.
I got you.
That's not true because if you look at the Vive and the Oculus, right? In order to use those VRs, they don't have a box. You gotta have a fucking powerful PC to run those. Yeah. So no way in the world the PS5 can be weak and run it without that box. So if they're gonna take the box out and you know, in the rumors that we had Z on the show that there's an HDMI port in the front with VR. So
I would think that a PlayStation person would want that bundled in there for that purpose to make it more powerful. Microsoft said they no longer want to lose the power crown. They have master engineers working on the Surface line there at the company. I would want VR bundled if I could just get it for $100. I mean, you could have a separate SKU, but at least you know.
SKU?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hey, Warren. I'm
on my post up.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hey, Warren, I just sent you the link to the Discord in the on Skype. When you come in, when you join Skype, just come to the room where it says General. Go to where it says General, and I can drag you down to the chat. And hold on, AP the shooter said they with the bullshit. They wouldn't even give a price cut on Xbox Live, but Sony gives you a whole year for 40 being Xbox would demand more.
Yeah, killed with that PS Plus $40.
That's $40 for the year.
$40 for the year. They even had like a promotion. Bought it from Walmart, and you typed in LN10. It takes away another $10. PS Plus for $10, $30.
Microsoft has one too. That's 40, but that's the Major Nelson put something on Twitter, but how many like, you know what I'm saying? Like the word's not getting out. That's what I'm saying. They're doing all this they're doing all this. We call it junk data in our business line. They're looking at all this junk data. People don't watch TV anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where they're getting the shit from. And Sony's just doing a traditional marketing and they're knocking it out of the box. where Microsoft is trying all this loosey goosey stuff and they're not making it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you now. Microsoft is getting their information from crap and other dudes. I'm telling you,
bozos.
They like, hey, just do this field, and then this shit gonna sell. Just put Minecraft in it, and it's gonna sell for Christmas.
Right?
Trust me,
these dudes be switching sides. They're crazy, bro. Yeah. But those are your people. Hey,
listen, I've always said.
When you gonna stop cutting them people checks, man? When you gonna come over to the pony side, man? Stop playing.
Hey, look, they had me teetered until they picked up Obsidian, so they kept me on for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Gave me a little signing bonus, but
listen, I forgot somebody's super chat. I'm sorry. I talked to Crap. He said megaton. Fuck nigga. I'm sorry. Look, I was trying to get Rory in the chat. I'm sorry if I missed anything again. I'm sorry. I didn't know until I was trying to get Rory into the conversation here. I'm sorry. I got him an MP. She said he talked to Crap, and Crap said it was a megaton, fuck nigga. But listen, right? At the end of the day, right, when it's all said and done, and just again, and just with you open my mouth, I always used to tease Nintendo for not going out there and competing. You know what I mean? And again, I still got a Kmart where I'm at. I went up the street to shout out to Ruham. He said, "What's up, to everybody?" I went up to the street to the Kmart. They had it used to be a pile of PS4 Slims. And you can see them motherfucking Xbox One X's and those fucking Xbox One, those bundles for the holidays. I said, damn, Minecraft? Are you serious? You gonna bundle a 12-year-old goddamn game?
Yeah, they crazy.
Oh, man, Microsoft don't care, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? So I will say there's any hope of them, delivering a megaton at E3 next shit? Nah, I mean, if they not gonna come out and show the next generation shit, you know what I mean? It's a wrap. I mean, this generation is over for ourselves, but we ain't getting no more big games. Ain't nothing gonna be pulled out the sleeve. They just doing the towel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then it goes back. Think what was the point of the X then? Oh,
what was the point of the X?
The X was to shut people up when it comes to power, because those guys are screaming and crying. The only reason Xbox is not selling because it didn't have the power. Where they gave them the power, and that shit still didn't sell. So they kind of lost for word.
So basically, they were just trying. That's what they basically did.
Pretty much.
No, really. Before Phil even took over, Donnie D had it set up to come anyway. So they just gonna come.
1 second, Worry in here. Hey, Worry. I see you right now. You in the Discord. Come over to the part where it says General. To the far left, you're gonna see Game Room. Game Room 2.
And just send that.
You go to the room that says General, and I'll drag you down. I can't drag on myself. No, I can't.
Yeah, click on General and then click Connect, and then he'll drag you down.
Yeah, if he come in, I'm sitting waiting for him.
Well, yeah, I'll see him right here. He's in the part. It says,
Xbox dude.
Worry. You know, I showed them back in the day. Worry.
Yeah.
Worry
got common sense.
Lionel Bulgin. Oh, come on. I can't believe I said Lonnie B. Lionel Richie in the chat says, talk about the Microsoft Asian division.
Oh, okay. Now, yeah. Not rumors. They opened up an Asian division of Microsoft. Okay, have you guys heard about it?
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts.
It's good. At least they're finally trying to attempt it, right? Maybe they can convince some people to go over there. I don't know, man. But better to have them there than not, because right now they just kind of basically gave up on the Japanese market, you know, all the Asian territories. Mm-hmm. Will it be enough? I mean, can they persuade Capcom and some of the other developers to kind of give them some games? I don't know. Maybe this is kind of part of that, but I'd rather see that happen than not happen.
Look, man.
They can't go in there waving that American flag.
Hey, look, bro, that was a waste of real estate, man. I'm just gonna give it to you like that, man. That was a waste.
My man worried like Fred Flintstone when it comes to modern day technology.
Hell yeah, man.
hey, Worry, I'm sending you a picture, man, to your phone. He said, answer your Skype. Who the fuck be on Skype, bro? 2020, 2018, hold up. I'm going to send you a picture, Worry. What you got to go to, and then I can bring you down.
Yeah, I see. I wish I could, if I could drag him from the walking, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't,
He probably got Ovo still, too. Remember that shit?
Yeah, but look, the part right there, see that room that says General, go to General, and once you're in General, I can drag you down.
We're gonna be here all day trying to get him in.
The reason why I say that is because look, this don't have much to do with Microsoft. This is where I think Microsoft can get a pass because last generation when they really tried hard, I think it was who was it? Peter Moore and company. They had apartments, and Seamus had apartments in Japan. They was really pulling for that Japanese development, and they're just not with it. Look, the thing about it is this is not. No one's being messy. No one's being racial or whatever. Just on the business side, it's well known that is when it comes to business, the Japanese are nativists, meaning. They will deal with their own first. They will not deal outside of their own realm first. I mean, on any venture, you know what I'm saying? And especially something like this to where they have a Japanese-based company, Sony, going against an American-based company. Mm-hmm. And Microsoft is already hated in the East. So that's a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not happening. There's not much to come out of that. I'm sorry. They might have potential in the Chinese market, but we don't really care about the Chinese games that much here. You know what I'm saying? They're more into like the Android type games. So I don't know. To me, it's a waste of real estate.
I think it's more of it's showing goodwill that they do want to have more Japanese developers to come on board and stuff like that. I think that's what that is. Will they be competitive? They know they won't be competitive, but I mean, will they be able to get, look at it. I give them credit. They were able to get the Final Fantasy series on the Xbox finally after all these years. They were able to get Nier Automata and some more games over to their platform. And they went 4 years without having that stuff. So I give them credit for that. Sometimes you got to pay to play. The reason their system seemed like it is dead is because you don't have those games that automatically come to PlayStation, like the Nier Automatas, the Neos, the Yakuzas, and all that stuff. That stuff generally didn't go to their platform. So now they're trying to pull some of that stuff over to fill up their catalog.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You don't realize the Chinese market have a special type. They can't have like the Grand Theft Autos and the Red. They can't have those type of violent type of games. They are into a different type of games. Different. I mean, and listen, maybe they with the studios, maybe they might, try to appeal to that audience, to that crowd there. They like into the Dotas, the League of Legends. That's what the Chinese market is kind of into. But with that being said, I'm not knocking any of that. I'm just looking at this. I'm reading some of these DMs behind the scene, and Phil talking that big bank, take little bank, man. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah, yo, like I said, one conversation, another DM, I'm sorry, Joe was talking about power. They never be outgunned again. This more or less, and you're talking about far as the game. Now, here's the thing. Now, Sony is ending the generation on a strong suit, right?
Right.
So it's probably safe to say they won't be there day one with the PS5 with some big bangers, with something new. Now, what if Microsoft?
You would hope.
Well, I'm just saying, if history repeats itself. If they're already ending right now, if they're going to end with The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima and what's the other one? Death Stranding. I don't expect to see anything to that level. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they may launch with Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I don't know. You know what I mean? Day one. If Microsoft comes out there swinging, say Fable, whatever the hell, Fable 4, whatever the initiative is working on, something new, something fresh, something hype to this all. You say all will be forgiven, right? I mean, you think, or no? We're still gonna live with taking some people out. Because listen, the Wii U was there. Nintendo ready to do with the Wii U. The Wii U was dog shit. They came off the Switch. A bunch of homos went out and bought this shit all over again. I ain't knocking them, but I guess it's all about the games.
You're right.
If they come out there with the games and they deliver, you know what I mean?
Listen, if they come out fucking with a Fight Night 6 or whatever, or some kind of special, like if they just really cooking some stuff behind the scene, they can come out and battle with Sony toe to toe. They don't even have to win, bro. That's enough to show that they're in the game. And I think any and everybody would go out and buy that platform because they've shown that we're back. We're at least trying to be competitive. But nobody's gonna go buy their games for Sea of Thieves and State of Decay type games. I'm sorry, that shit will sit there and it will not sell.
Yeah, I don't. Again,
they just don't have the games to battle with the big dog. What do they have to compete with The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima? I mean, just those two games. What game do they have?
They don't have anything to beat themselves with right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's because to be fair, they went through a transition And I've been harsh on Phil, but in retrospect, we got to keep it real. The man behind the pivot is Satya Nadella. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this is eccentric business model is because of him. And Phil just got to learn how to make it happen.
That's not worry. Somebody this go to the room that says General. I said I'm talking to Worry in the chat. He said, "God damn it, this shit's making me angry. Whatever happened to calling people?" Old lad. Right, look, you in right now. You in? Let's talk about it, Worry. I need you to go to the other room that says General to the left.
You sure he's not an Xbox dude?
On the left hand side, Worry. Worry.
On the left hand side,
down to where it says voice channel.
Hey, yo, they killing him in the chat. Yo, they killing him in the chat, man. The General ain't chat locked. Let me give him the room.
He said it's locked.
So hold on. Let me make him a bully. I don't think it's
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, hold on. Add friend. Right,
you got to read the rules.
Overdone just
they took a picture and spelled it out with my man in crayon.
Hey yo, hey yo, join that the Broadway Discord, man. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, hold on. All right, now look, now you ain't got nothing locked. You can come straight over now. Your shit, you got full. How you say authority?
Full authority.
You got full authority. There goes some Vampire Bill shit and True Blood. My authority. Come over now.
Yo.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Oh.
Just come over.
So so because they had to they made that pivot. And I believe that Satya was like, you either want your games or you want this new console. And they went with the new console. And then he said, whatever games you do have. Because if you look at the type of games that came out. These are games that do well with the quirky PC crowd. You know what I'm saying? And now it seems like that they're going to wait till next generation to bring us the bangers. I don't think there's a doubt that the bangers are going to come out. The problem again for Microsoft and their success is how these I don't care what you market or I don't care what you sell. It has to be marketed. What is your market game? And this is the most critical time for them right now to get it. You had an XO event and it was garbage. It was garbage. It was doo-doo chunks. You know what I'm saying? Your last E3. It may have been better than PlayStation's in a lot of people's minds, but to me, you had to show people a reason why to buy an Xbox right now, and you didn't do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on and on and on. I'm happy that you've got Obsidian, but you got to do something that's going to get the casuals to come back. You know what I mean?
Hold on, my man Chad 23 said, "Boy, on the Nokia 1999 joint, I don't think he can join." Yeah, right. Now, hey, listen, hey, War, I gave you full anatomy, full authority. All you gotta do is come over right now, bro.
Hey, bro, they was really killing this dude.
You ain't got no locked doors. Right there, where it says General, over to your left. You might be on your cell phone. When you move the disco to your left, you see rooms, you see General. Not even waiting room. You go right to General, whatever the fuck. I'll drag you right down.
Yo, you gotta be an Xbox dude, bro. I'm telling you.
Big up to Overdone. Overdone in the chat going crazy. What's up? What's going on, bro?
No, I had to come in here and catch a body, right?
I mean, ain't nobody really to kill though, bro.
Dude, I will beat a dead horse and wake it back up and beat it to death again.
Oh, wait, hold on. Listen, man, I want to say thank you too on air. One stop, man. Your wife sent me a lovely shirt, good brother. I appreciate it, man. That was a nice shit ever, man.
No problem.
Oh, let me bring this
problem,
up. I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
Ain't no battle right now. One stop, man. I mean,
what she sell these, bro? You give me a link or something, man. Which I hustling with this. Yeah, this is why you sent me this, man. I appreciate it. Y'all can see it on the camera. Yeah.
I didn't even know your man Puerto Rico was on the podcast.
Yeah, God Award Next Gen 720, man. Yeah, what y'all selling these? One stop. You give me a link.
Oh, that's what's up.
Well, I got you, fam. I'll send it to you on Twitter.
Yeah. Send it to me. Facebook, Twitter, something.
Facebook, yeah. Facebook.
It's nice. Yeah, say it the back. Yeah, I mean, it's dope. It's dope, man. God of War, Next Gen 720. Yeah.
They kill it.
No problem, fam. No problem. Hey, yo, check it. So let me tell you what the problem I think Microsoft gonna have when it comes to marketing. You know, all jokes aside, is how do you market a console when you already came out and said that you got the strongest system on the market? You feel me? Right now. So is people gonna be willing to pay for just another 500 for just 30 more frames? Because I mean, they could come out and say 4K native 60. Well, shit, the X do 4K 30. Really big jump. You're only gonna be paying for frame rates. But the problem is, what if Sony come out and bring a beast to the table for 500 that already does that? So now, what you gonna tell people? Well, we got the same system. Our system, we could do the same thing they could do. And we know that the PS5 will come out first. So again, they put themselves in this position because I think that Microsoft wanted to get a jump on a competition. So now they dug themselves in another hole, and they need to try to figure out how they're going to be able to trick people into buying a system that they really don't need.
God damn.
Yeah.
A system that they don't need. Because if the PlayStation do native 4K, what can Microsoft offer you when they don't got no games?
That's a good point, but like I was saying before, games they're going to come. But what Microsoft is banking on is their streaming service that people are going to want to be able to play those games on the road. That may be successful. That may not be successful. The point I'm trying to drive, that I'm hoping that somebody from Microsoft's office is listening, is that this whole you and Aaron Greenberg sitting there with your Seattle's best thinking people don't watch TV no more, that ain't going to do it, Sonny. You're going to have to advertise the hell out of this. And you're going to have to win the mind and hearts of the GameStops if they're still around. Whoever's still around to help you market this. It don't matter what you're trying. And that's the problem, that their marketing is off key.
Yeah.
I think it's going to have to be something that got to be completely different from what Sony's already offering.
Mm-hmm.
That's trending.
I'm going to tell you this, right? Microsoft has to try to cater to the Sony crowd. They need to steal and poach some of those gamers, because that's 100 million install base that they need to try to get back. A lot of those people, I say maybe a third of those people are former Xbox 360 players. Shit, maybe half of them.
I say yeah.
So how do you plan on getting those people back? You're gonna have to show them more than just a powerful system.
And that's where they think their streaming service is going to come in, right? But again, there is a $199 Battlefield 5, or there was one. It's sold out now. But there was a $199 Battlefield 5 package out there. You know what I'm saying? You can get Xbox Live for $40 now. But you notice how my man Alex was throwing down the PSN Plus, and talking about the PlayStation stuff, and everybody knows about it. Why? Because Sony marketed their shit better than Microsoft. Microsoft, they're trying these new tactics and they're not working. And whatever it is that they're going to want to try, which is this streaming thing that they think is going to be their anchor, they got to find a way to make it appealing to the casual, like J-Dub said, that they lost. They lost a lot of people, and they got to figure out a way to communicate with some people and say, this is what we're offering, and this is why you're going to want to come back for the streaming service.
Hold on, my man Chad Man 23 said One Stop, they offered X-Fans dolls, big baby dolls.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, man, they jumped in the window with that goddamn doll shit.
Go ahead.
Go.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, the brother made a good point, but we got to also remember that they cannot forget the diehards, the people that's continuing to keep them afloat right now. If Microsoft decide to go ahead and just focus mainly on casuals, they're still going to have a backlash when it comes to hardcore. They're going to have to try to balance this shit to where they can appeal to both audience. They're going to have to, they got their work cut out for them, man. And they put themselves in this position, and they're going to have to dig themselves out, man.
Well, you know how Sony gets the casuals involved too, right? They get the hardcore invigorated, right? So how do you get the hardcore invigorated? You hit them with games, you know what I'm saying, or you hit them with shit that they like. You know what I mean? Microsoft out of the gate, they gave us games, but they really weren't games that the typical Xbox people like. That's why they didn't buy them, and that's why they lost the mind share, because Sony was addressing their stuff and marketing their stuff in a way that made that.
Wait, hold on. I gotta go to the chat, man. Hold on 1 second, man. Hold up. I see some crazy shit going on in the chat. Hold up 1 second. My man AP the Shooter said no excuses with all that money, fuck niggas, which is true. But this guy I see he tagged me, and I just came back to the other screen. Hold up. He said, well, hold on. What did he say? Triggers. He said basically what he said. I don't want to lie on him, man. Let me see my name lit up again. I don't put any words in this man's mouth. Pause. But he said something. It slipped past me, but basically he said it took Sony 8 years. There you go. I found it. He said again, it took the PS3 8 years to compete equally with the Xbox 360. Okay. Hey, my man, what we talking about? What's going on right now? You like some of the jokers? Why worry about slavery? Is what Jesus has done for you right now. God. Hey, bro, who the fuck? What are you like? But that don't even make any sense, bro. Like, hey, bro, you gotta explain that one, bro.
No. Yeah, they still lost the damn generation. So why even bring that up?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But they have a duty to goddamn fill out the rest of this generation with some good stuff. I mean,
they don't.
If they drop,
why? Because Joker's gonna still make excuses for it. Why they ain't got it? They're gonna hype up Sea of Thieves. Listen, I'm done, man. Listen, man, I'm done placating and pandering to these jokers, man. On this channel, you'll get my version of the truth, but fuck all that, man. Like I said, if you want things to be better and be, or to get better, you gotta be honest. And as long as you got motherfuckers talking about Sea of Thieves is the game of the generation, and talking about again. Listen, here's my disclaimer. It's dope that they're buying up studios. It's dope. You know what I mean? I love competition. Still sharp still. You know what I mean? When it comes to be honest, when it comes to putting out exclusives outside of Gears, Forza, and Halo, Microsoft can't compete with Sony. Sony really came out that motherfucking showed their ass this generation. Spider-Man, Last of Us 2 yet to come out. Whether you like Horizon, you know what I mean? They did their thing. You got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? And to Microsoft, they had to come out, and they didn't. I always say they don't have the talent. Go out there and buy the talent, and they're doing that. Whatever the case may be. But this generation, it's over. They would never, fuck off. Regardless how many megatons you may see from a certain individual, 3 o'clock in the morning, that gap ain't shortening. Sony can stop selling consoles now. And don't sell no more until the end of next year, until next year, and Microsoft still will never catch them. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, as me being as a consumer and a gamer, I think it's wrong for them to end with gaming for some on such a low note. You know what I mean? That's all that I'm saying. Now, for business wise, it probably makes more sense to them. And again, you got people come and talk about their money and their business. I don't care about it. It's being a gamer. We're not going to get anything new. You know what I mean? I'm reading through some of these DMs now. Hey, Moss, I sent you some of that shit, Moss. You seen it?
Let me see, bro.
Yeah.
No, I ain't even look. Hold on.
My man Mordecai said, I thought people was trading their PS4s for the X. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, shit, son.
Hey,
all right. Peace.
Shout out to Crap. Shout out to Crap for that.
Man. Look at that XBR podcast DM you on.
Bro, you gonna have to warn me and shit first. You have to pull me to the side like Draymond did Kevin Durant and not one meme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to talk to me first. Oh shit.
See that? See what David says?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all keep telling motherfuckers. I know some people that know some people. Hey, you know what's crazy, right? Look at the names from DMs. Them all big wigs. Them all big wigs right there. Wait, hold on. I'm in the wrong. Let me see.
Shit, yo.
Them all big wigs right there.
Bruh.
Them all big wigs. You got Phil. You got what's the other nigga? Alfred Vanello. You got what's the other nigga named Mikey. I got a bunch of big shit in there. I got some more.
You know what really got me though? What really got me was when they was bragging about Red Dead. MPD came out. The Switch beat out the Xbox. Damn Switch.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
I would say now, when we gotta look at things for what it is, and we're looking at Microsoft right now going in a down spiral right now.
Yeah.
So when we say, can they turn it around? We're being honest, but we're speaking hypothetical because they're not. In order for them to turn things around, they would have to be in the process of turning things around right now, and they're not doing that. It's getting worse and worse. Look at the OX fucking XO 2018.
That was dog shit.
I called the shit out. I don't even got no connections like that. What I said, they're gonna show a Sea of Thieves DLC, and I'll be damned if they did. You see what I'm saying? Because all I do is I pay close attention to what Microsoft has been doing, and it's making it easier for me to kind of be able to tell people what I know they're going to pull in the future. It's obvious. And when we go to E3, Microsoft being out there by themselves, let's be real, man. They won't be able to show us a whole bunch of new shit because the studios did not have enough time to create that new shit. They just bought the damn studios. If people think that these new studios is gonna get on stage at E3 and show them a whole bunch of new shit, they retarded as hell, man. They just bought the damn studios.
Yeah, there's nothing coming.
So we know that E3 is planned in advance. We know that too. So what we're gonna get at E3 is what already been established before they even purchase the new studio. So what do you think they're gonna show at E3? They're gonna hold a big ass L and they got the flow to their sales. Real talk.
Well, go ahead.
Real quick. My man Raymond Rodriguez. He said PlayStation is so great. Baron got one, and my man here's Chadman 23. He says Z is not what you think. Coke doesn't light up that way. I didn't believe you. And your lying eyes.
Hey, bro. I don't even know. Hey, well, this is not surprising. This really shouldn't surprise too many people because, as I was saying before, the things that concern me is the stuff that was coming out of Phil's mouth. Phil told y'all in 2 interviews. First, he said with Kotaku, I'm not trying to sell y'all new consoles every year, for one. And for 2, he told another publication, the secret to our sauce is we're trying to sell more software and less hardware. So if you add the 2 together and the fact that the purse strings was tightened up only to make acquisitions for the future, this isn't surprising. So what they want to do E3 is they want to sell a lot of dreams and a lot of hope. Now, I'm going to be honest. I am optimistic that they got studios like Obsidian, and because Obsidian wouldn't sign to them unless all the I's were dotted, unless all the T's were crossed. But that said, it does not matter. I know I sound like a broken record. It does not matter on their survival who they sign. If they don't get the right spotlight and the right eyes on them, nobody. All people are going to remember is that Microsoft got outdone 3-1. That people are at the stores looking at this shit right now. They can see they got eyes. Microsoft, the Xbox pile is like 50 feet high. And you got motherfuckers in grand malls and shit fighting for the PlayStation bundle. You know what I'm saying? The $200 bundle. They're sold out everywhere. Those are optics that you can't make go away unless you do something drastic now. So they got to work on it. They got to work on this. And like One Stop said, man, you can't have these doo-doo conferences and think people are just going to come over because you got something flashy. You got to show people that you have confidence in somebody, because whenever you appeal to the hardcore, that's what brings the casuals along too.
I'm going to say this. Before we get off the air, I'm going to say this, right? Real shit, right? Real niggas, a bunch of fuck niggas, right? That it depends on when next generation starts. Whether it's going to be in 2020 or 2019. I say 2020. At this year's E3, Microsoft has to give a glimpse. I've been saying it for a while, into what next generation has to offer. You know what I mean? Just being honest, they do. Or what they're bringing. Now, again, going by some of these DMs that I'm reading behind the scenes, Microsoft seems very cocky, very bold. They're talking about, again, we got the most powerful hardware. We're not worried about it. Talking about the initiative. There's going to be 600 employees. And they're coming out swinging, you know what I mean? At the start of next generation, they're coming out swinging. Yes, baby, we sneak. They're coming out swinging, you know what I mean? And which I hope they do, because it's great for gaming, you know what I mean? It makes Sony step on their A game. But gamers sad to say we are from, what have you done for me lately? And I think that is the problem. You know, not even the problem, it's something for Microsoft refused to address. We're like, what have you done for us lately? In this last 3 years, I can go past 2.5, and I can be saying 2.5 in a minute. It's been horrible. My man AP just Phil and those Xbox locked, and Phil said, "Don't believe your lying eyes. They don't believe your lying eyes." Listen here, man. Now listen, I'm gonna do probably a show tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can get some of my guys to do some photoshopping so I can take some of these names out and talk about some of these DMs that I'm keep talking about. I'm looking back here. You see some of that shit, Moss?
Hey, yo, this shit hurts my heart, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you put it at, hold on.
Yeah, I got. No, I
don't send that shit to that motherfucker. Hell no, you can't get these.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I got
too dangerous.
Yeah, I got to clean it up. No, I ain't worried about it. I ain't gonna sit your fucking ass down.
Me?
Not you. Man, some bad as hell. Motherfucker broke my little bullshit ass monitor. Bad as hell, man.
Yeah.
Sit your big ass down some goddamn way.
Stupid, bro. Yeah.
It's a big ass
God.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, we gonna get him. Go.
I don't know, man. I know a lot of people got a lot of stake in next year.
A lot of what?
It's I don't know. Even with Halo, Gears, and Forza, those games are not going to. They're not going to be able to compete next generation.
You know, the thing is, people think that we're bashing, and the truth of the matter is, we're just speaking facts. Like I was saying earlier, it's like I'm not mad that Microsoft got the studios. The thing you have to ask yourself is, okay, what they gonna do with the studios? And the second thing you gotta ask yourself is, well, how long is it gonna take these studios to put something out there that can compete with Sony? It's gonna take a couple of years. Now we're not a couple of years away from a PS5, so now that gives Sony a little bit of breathing room. I mean, I think Sony's glad that the X came out because Sony now have a little breathing room to drop that PS5, get the sales out there, drop the games out there before any one of these studios even decide to drop a game. Now the question should be is, if these studios do decide to start dropping some bangers, some real bangers, would it be too late in the game for them to come back? I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, we be fucking around, going back and forth, and arguing like for our favorite sports team. But the fact of the matter is if your team can't get a game on prime time, it don't matter what. You know what I'm saying? No, they're not gonna get no merchandising deals. They ain't gonna get no good contracts. None of it. It don't matter how good they are, right? So, regardless of what Microsoft do, like you said, one stop, when these games come to fruition, it's not going to matter if they don't get the good press. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see where they're setting themselves up. Like, these shows aren't getting better and better. I get that people liked Microsoft's E3, but they only like Microsoft's E3 because Sony didn't try. But then if you look at Sony, they didn't try. They didn't have a PSX. They didn't have a Paris Game Show. And they still kicking the shit out of Microsoft on Black Friday. Like, I mean, what? When is it going? When is it going to
change?
When is Microsoft going to realize that they're going to have to compete in sales in order to fully turn this shit around?
Hey, I'll tell you when you start fucking boosting it up. When they buy a studio.
Hey, look, man.
You heard?
My family.
Bitch ass nigga.
I gotta feed my family, man.
hey, real talk, man. He's right. Here's the thing about it. Some of the most diehard bots, they worry about profits versus what's selling and what's not. In the consumer's eyes, people love a winner. Look at Apple, right? You can say what you want, whether you love Android, it doesn't matter. Come iPad day, come iPhone day, motherfuckers standing around the line for iPhones, not Android. Same thing with this Black Friday. People standing around the corner for goddamn Spider-Man in PlayStations, not Xbox. That's just what that is.
Yeah.
They need Microsoft. They got
the Battlefield. Don't they have who has Battlefield out of everything?
Listen, most. You're right. That's what I said earlier. They got Battlefield. They got Fallout. They invest in the wrong shit.
Well, no, that Battlefield. Look, if they would have put Battlefield,
it's selling more on the PlayStation.
And it would help the bundle, but a Minecraft bundle ain't going nothing. But a Battlefield 5 bundle with all the good press that it's starting to get now.
Battlefield, NBA 2K.
But listen, let's tell the truth. A multiplayer bundle is that really the way?
They want the kids, bro. When you have those Minecraft, it tells you what they're trying to cater to, bro. They want kids. They don't want us. They don't want the hardcore. They want the kids, man. That shit.
The roller coaster game. It was like a roller coaster or some shit.
Yeah, Scream Ride.
I make sure
my God, bro, that ain't gonna lie, man. That was one of the most upset. That shit made me upset. Like I really wanted to break some shit.
Yeah.
I saw them promoting that game like it was the best shit out, you know.
I'll be right back.
And it looked like they trying to appeal to Nintendo fans than anything else. We're Sea of Thieves and these type of games. It's like, yo, where you going at with this shit? Like, get back to your fucking roots. Because I'm gonna be honest, regardless of how much I give Microsoft off a lot of shit, Microsoft got some games in they goddamn in their library that they need to either bring back or reboot or do something. They got some games now they can bring, but they're not bringing them.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think they had nobody to make those games. They done hired a bunch of talent now. They also new rumors they posted might be acquiring IO Interactive, the creators behind the Hitman franchise. Been heavy talks with them to pick them up.
Okay, now that you say that,
They lost a lot of those studios too. Yeah, man.
Yeah, again, okay, let's say they acquire that.
Yeah.
What really does? I don't know, man. What does that do? That is.
Well, they when you come to first, what you say, story. I don't even does Hitman really even have a story, but one player action type, one player third person. Microsoft doesn't have that. They don't have any. So you know what I mean? That also will bolster up, your Game Pass. But Hitman ain't that bad of a game. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. But what I'm saying is,
nigga, Hitman don't fucking.
Y'all remember what Phil said? He said, you remember what he said? Single player, story driven games like Zelda and Horizon just don't cut it anymore.
He's been proven wrong with that. You know what I mean? He's been proven wrong with that. You know what I mean?
And this ain't no RIP Xbox podcast. Oh, I'm just saying, even from the Xbox guy, that's what they're gonna say. But even from the Xbox guy like myself, I'm just saying, all this is for naught. Xbox out there, fellow Xbox, please urge Microsoft to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because we out here laughing.
You should do the same, bro.
Oh shit!
Oh no, I do. Hey, yo, I do.
Hell no, you out here for trying.
Hey, yo, hold up. Hey, yo, hold up. And listen, hey, Moss, you gotta talk to your Xbox dudes out there flagging and snitching, man.
You got these corny shit. That's trying to really. You gotta get back to your roots, man.
Look, I done monikered the statement coffee shop Phil. I was on them, you know what I'm saying? But
Moss still be giving them hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moss is almost but Moss is almost there. I'm telling you right now. One more bad E3 and run Nick Moss might be full pony, man. Me personally, I'm at my wits end with these motherfuckers, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, just held on faith, nigga. Listen, bro. I don't know. I believe in Jesus. I don't believe in none of that shit right now, bro. Hey, look, I'm done, bro. I'm done.
With that right there.
Yeah, Jesus we put that shit back on my screen. Hold up, man. My man hopped on that boat trying to teach them black folks about that Jesus. They laid his ass down, didn't they?
With some arrows.
They are killing Warrior in the broadband Discord.
Man.
Oh, do another game?
Nah, Warrior couldn't get shit. Warrior, somebody was on a 3-way, couldn't get in the room. We saw a lot.
Bro.
Warrior, bro.
He tried to get in on his Nextel pager, man. He's
yeah, man. But then, shout out. Oh, Kid Smooth about to fight Noah too. Kid Smooth
gonna hell.
Kid Smooth and Noah about to fight.
Kid Snooze.
Yeah, Kid Smooth and Noah about to fight.
I got 20 V-Bucks on Kid Smooth, man.
Hey, the white dude ran down on Smooth. Had Smooth stuttering on live stream. I'm gonna upload the video. Actually, I'm doing this shit right now.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, but listen, guys, if you enjoyed the little show, like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do another show. I got to block out these names and stuff, and time and edit some of this stuff, so I can talk about some of the stuff that's in the deal. I can't talk about everything, but I better talk about something because I ain't, not that I care, but if I don't want to, how you say, reveal my sources. A, B, I don't want to. Somebody wants a relationship with they have.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna do that. But anyway,
but if you think about it, whoever had that conversation, the top guys that someone.
Hey,
what was that conversation? Like they be like,
Hey, Noah.
What was that?
No, Noah. Can you hear us, Noah?
Nah, I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Smooth is gonna cold whoop your ass. He gonna knock you to the hell out.
Move up, bro.
Oh!
He said he want all that smoke. Hey, yo, he said he gonna karate chop your shit.
nigga's coonery today, bro. I'm making a vid on that nigga, dog.
Nah. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He been talking real tough online lately. Say he gonna start whipping niggas' asses, bro.
He forgot what a good ass whooping felt like.
I don't think he ever did. He called cops.
Hey, bro.
You look like a cop caller.
He pulling the Green Lantern pants out of the basement like Black Lightning. He kicked the shit out of your chin, man. You better leave.
That nigga done built a port of Xboxes.
Hey, yo. He probably made a fake account. Block, bro. Trying to set me up, bro.
Hey, that nigga like Franklin the Turtle, bro.
He look like a whole snitch, too, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Z like, listen to the show.
Wait, hold on.
Z was gonna do something.
No, I'm right here. I was uploading. I was uploading this video, man.
Yo, he a snitch or not?
Who?
Hey, you know them niggas be looking in the chat, bro. You probably in the chat. If you in the chat, Kid Smooth, I got a message for you. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, man, the Royal Rumble started early.
Lee, man, what's going on, man? You got angry. Bro, man.
Nah, just don't fuck niggas, man. Just don't like.
Y'all want all that smoke with Snooze. How about
Damn.
I want all that smoke.
Hey, Smooth. Hey, Smooth. I got 20 V-Bucks on you, bro. You gonna fuck him up, man.
Nah.
Hey, Alex, bring your GoPro, bro.
That what?
This shit will be televised. Bring your GoPro.
Got you. We out. We out. Let's do it.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna make that shit look good. I'm gonna bring the big boy camera out. We're gonna about this shit. You can brace off this nigga. And if he start beating you up, I'm gonna just sucker punch this shit. We gonna say you won anyway.
Yo.
We do it like we do in the hood. My man took catch no L's, but yeah, alright. Bro.
I shot the fuck out, man.
Dude's crazy.
That was crazy.
My nigga ain't never lose.
I'm a Red Dead Redemption to that nigga too. After I beat that ass, I'm going in the. I'm losing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yo, too. When Xbox say they got a W, on the panel so I can let everybody know. What they was talking about if you hold up two L's and you put them together, and you kind of bend it,
Make it like a 7. Make it like a 7.
Make like a 7, and you put it together at an angle. Yeah, that's the W they're talking about. It's actually 2 L's.
The cricket L's, the lessons.
Somebody gotta Photoshop that shit. Word.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Yo.
I guess we can end it with the video game awards, man. Like I said, the release dates is gonna come out. Video game.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna end it with this right here. I just uploaded this video about Smooth. Hold up. I've been made it on my phone.
I knew you were doing some other shit. Oh shit! Was he stay quiet?
Yeah,
he doing something.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah, I'm cooking up. Yeah, I got a video right about Smooth. Joker run down him on that live stream. Smooth get scared. Hold up, man.
He got the bacon, the bacon collar.
Yeah, hold on right now. We're gonna end the show with this, man. Go check out this video, man. Yeah, hold on. We gonna end the show with right here, man. It's my man Smooth talking that shit like Smooth talking all yo. Look, Smooth be talking a mean knuckle game, bro. Somebody don't catch Smooth in the streets and sling his ass in traffic, yo. That nigga hit my line was like, yo, what's up with that nigga King's Blood talking real slick? I got a mean we got a mean ground and pound game. They was talking about other shit. Some white, yeah. I said, whoa, no. So who is? No, he said it's Jerry. He didn't even be calling Kid Smooth. I said, whoa. You know, him and Garrett don't get along and shit. So you know I'm souping that shit up and shit. Said, fuck all that. I got a mean ground and pound game. I said, whoa, pause. Whoa, what the fuck going on? So, you know what I mean?
Slow down.
Hey, yo, and then he was fucking with somebody last week about that girl trading her PlayStation, trading her Xbox or some shit. And
yeah, he got tight.
Yeah.
He was bag.
He was bag. Arguing with her, calling all types of bitches or whatever. Some white dude pulled like, yo, I'll slap the shit out you, Smooth. They slap me. He wants, send him the address. Man, a white dude wanted all the smoke. And some white dude just came over from jail. So
he want all that.
Yeah, so Smooth told me, I got some ex-con that wants to fight me or some other shit. Nah, they keep that same.
He want to put it public. He dry snitching.
Yeah,
dry snitching.
Yeah, keep that same.
Keep that same energy.
Yo, here go the link right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here go the link right here, man. Smooth, Smooth in them gaming streets, man. But this is your boy Nick. We out. Put the link in the chat, man. It's your boy Nick. We out here, man. We rocking out with us live. I just dropped the link in there.
I got
yeah. I be having shit on my phone, man. You know what I mean? You never know, man. I keep shit on the archives.
This nigga's a dirtbag.
Hey, yo, I'm like Batman. I got the secrets to beat everybody, man. You know what I mean? You never know when shit. You never know when shit might go left, man. You see, my man D. D was my man. D was he said
today, not so much.
Hey, yo, he said, G, I you out at me like that in front of everyone. Like, stop all that cooning and buffooning, man. Besides, no one's gonna believe you and your lying eyes.
Nah, my nigga said that.
I'm like, damn.
I'm doing the helicopter to the shit. Oh, shit. Z, man. He's a dirtbag, bro.
He shakes out there like P.D. Pablo and shit.
Yeah. P.D. Pablo, that crack smoke.
Yeah, all the smoke, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. We out of here, man. I'm out of here with my lying eyes.
With your lying eyes.